I lost everything by trusting the wrong person, and it wasn't my enemy who betrayed me. This is the story of Sofia, a woman who learned the hardest way that not everything should be shared, not even with those we love. 3 years ago, Sofia had the perfect life. A loving husband named Daniel, 2 beautiful children, a cozy house on the outskirts of the city, and most importantly, a best friend. Her name was Carla, and they had been inseparable since college. 20 years of friendship, 20 years of shared secrets, consoled tears, endless laughter. Carla knew every detail of Sofia's life, every dream, every fear, every conflict in her marriage, every insecurity that Sofia would never share with anyone else. Why would I hide anything from my best friend? Sofia thought. She's like my sister. But trust, like glass, is beautiful while it's intact, and when it breaks, it's never the same again. It all started on an ordinary Tuesday. Sofia came home earlier than usual. She had canceled a work meeting because she had a severe headache. When she opened her bedroom door, the world she knew crumbled in an instant. There was Daniel, and there was Carla. There were no words, only silence, a silence so deep it seemed to swallow the air from the room. The following months were hell. Sofia moved with her children to a small apartment. The nights were the worst. The children asked about their father. Sofia didn't know what to tell them. But what tormented her most wasn't Daniel's betrayal, it was Carla's. How could she do it? Carla knew everything. She knew that Sofia and Daniel had been going through a difficult time. She knew that Sofia felt insecure about her appearance after having her children. She knew that Sofia feared that Daniel might grow tired of her. And Carla used every fragment of that information like a map to approach Daniel in his most vulnerable moments. One night, Sofia received a message from an unknown number. It was long, detailed. It was from Carla's cousins, someone Sofia barely knew. The message said, "You need to know the truth. Carla planned this. She told me months ago that she had feelings for Daniel and that she was going to console him because you had told her that he felt lonely and unappreciated. She used your own words against you. I'm so sorry." Sofia read the message over and over until the words became blurred by tears. It had been her. She herself had handed over the weapons of her own destruction. In every sincere conversation, in every moment of vulnerability with Carla, she had been building the bridge her friend would use to cross into her marriage. I told her that Daniel felt neglected, Sofia remembered. I told her we were distant. I told her every weakness in my marriage because I thought I was venting to someone trustworthy. But Carla wasn't listening as a friend. She was listening as a strategist. 6 months passed before Sofia could even think clearly. Therapy helped her. Her children helped her. But above all, time gave her something that betrayal had taken away: perspective. One afternoon, while organizing old boxes, she found her college diary, page after page of moments shared with Carla. But rereading it with new eyes, Sofia began to see a pattern she had never noticed. There had been small signs throughout the years, moments when Carla had shared Sofia's secrets with others accidentally. Times when Sofia's private information somehow reached people who shouldn't know. There was always an excuse. It slipped. I thought it wasn't a secret. I mentioned it without thinking. Sofia had convinced herself they were accidents, that Carla was simply careless. But now she saw the truth. Some people collect secrets, not to keep them, but to use them. Her therapist told her something that stayed with her. Intimacy requires reciprocity, but discretion requires wisdom. Not everyone who wants to know everything deserves to know everything. Sofia began to rebuild her life with a new philosophy. She learned that she could love people, could be kind to people, could enjoy people without giving them total access to her inner life. She met other women, formed new friendships, but this time she shared with measure, not out of distrust, but out of self-protection, not out of coldness, but out of wisdom. A year later, Sofia ran into Carla at a cafe. It was inevitable. They lived in the same city. Carla looked different, thinner, tired. She approached Sofia with tears in her eyes. "Sofia, please, I need you to forgive me. I made the worst mistake of my life. Daniel left me. He used me and left me. Now I understand what I did to you." Sofia looked at her, not with hatred, not with contempt, with something Carla didn't expect: calm. "Carla," Sofia said softly, "what hurts me most isn't that you slept with my husband, it's that you used my trust as a weapon. I gave you my vulnerabilities because I thought you were keeping them safe, and instead you turned them into your strategy." Carla sobbed. I know, I was terrible." "Here's the lesson I learned," Sofia continued. "I was at fault too, not for your betrayal, that's entirely yours, but for not protecting my peace. I shared too much, too freely, too naively." Sofia leaned forward. "There are parts of our life that must remain private, even from those we love, not because we're fake, but because we're wise, because not everyone has the maturity to handle our truths, and that's okay." "Will you ever forgive me?" asked Carla. Sofia thought for a moment. "Forgiving you doesn't mean trusting you again. Forgiving you means freeing myself from the weight of your betrayal. And yes, I forgive you, but you will never have access to my life that way again." She stood to leave, but paused. "I hope you learn from this, Carla, not just about how to treat others, but about why people trust you with things. It's not so you can use them, it's so you can care for them." Today, Sofia lives a different life, not perfect, but authentic. She has friendships, she has love, she has peace, but she also has boundaries. She met someone new, a man named Andres. He's kind, attentive, honest, but even with him, Sofia practices discretion, not because she doesn't trust him, but because she's learned that trust and prudence aren't enemies, they're allies. Her children are well. They've learned to adapt to a new normal, and most importantly, they're learning from their mother that strength doesn't come from never falling, but from how you rise. Sofia looks in the mirror now and sees someone different, someone who learned that you don't need to share every thought, every worry, every vulnerability to have real connections. True intimacy isn't measured by how much you share, but with whom you share it and why. Some people enter your life to teach you what not to do. Carla was that person for Sofia, and although the pain was deep, the lesson was invaluable. The moral of this story is simple but powerful. Don't share everything, not even with those you love. Protect your peace. Protect your vulnerabilities. Not because people are bad, but because not everyone has the capacity to honor what you entrust to them. Discretion is not distrust, it's self-respect. Privacy is not secrecy, it's protection. And learning who to give access to your inner world isn't being cold, it's being wise. Because in the end, the person who must protect you most is yourself. If this story touched your heart, give it a like and subscribe for more life-changing stories. And now the most important question. Could you forgive a betrayal like Sofia's? Would you share everything with your best friend, or have you learned to protect your privacy? Leave me your answer in the comments. I want to know your opinion. And remember, trust is a gift. Don't give it to just anyone. See you in the next story.